Hello everyone, TheSenpaiCode here. So I'm going to be covering a tutorial on how to remove slash uninstall the new input system. This is the system from Unity, so if you actually downloaded a different system from the asset store, this won't work for you. So the first method is to simply just remove the new input system that you have. So you're going to come up to Windows here, and then you're going to come down to Package Manager and make sure that your packages you're in the in project packages, and then right here there's the input system. What you want to do is just come up and remove it. So click here and that should remove it. Now that was the first method, and if you don't have your inputs working now, it's probably because your player settings didn't switch over to the old input system. So we're going to do that, as well as go over the second method, which is switch from the new input system to the old input system. So what you want to do is come up to edit here, come down to project settings, and in project settings, some people get confused and they go up to input manager. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is come down to player. You're going to have this drop down called other settings. So we're going to click on that. And in other settings, we're going to come down until we find active input handler, which is right here. So I still have the new input system package. You may not have that. What you want to do is make sure that it's on input manager old, and that should give you your inputs back if you don't have them registered. So the third method is to check to see if you have the XR interaction toolkit, because that could actually be causing the problem, and it may not actually be your input system that's causing the problem. So we're going to come up to Windows here and go back down to our package manager, and say I've removed the input system and I tried the second method as well, switching to the old, and that's not working. What I can do is I can actually come down and see if I have the XR interaction toolkit, which I do. So I'm just going to come over and I'm just going to click remove, and I'm just going to remove that, and that could actually be causing the issue for me. So the fourth method I've never experienced, but someone had mentioned that they had to actually remove the OpenXR package, and so that controls like the D-pad and a whole bunch of other features. So I think that that kind of makes sense, that if it's controlling like the D-pad with the input, that could also be causing a problem. So what that is right here. Make sure that you don't have the OpenXR plugin. If you do, go ahead and just remove that as well, if the first, second, and third method didn't work for you. If it did, then there's no need to go removing extra stuff if you don't need to. So those are the four methods that I know on how to actually remove and uninstall the new input system. Now if you're having different input issues, maybe you've downloaded a asset from the asset store where that's going to actually be causing issues for you, but this tutorial is just to remove and slash uninstall the new input system. So if you're having other issues, head over to the forums. Feel free to post in the Unity discussion forums, and hopefully one of us, someone there, can actually help you out there as well. And just make sure that you didn't install something that shouldn't have, or if you're going to be using the XR, make sure that things are as compatible, that you have everything set up properly to be using this. But hopefully this worked for you, hopefully this helped you out, and hopefully you get everything set back up. If you did, feel free to leave a like, comment on the video so other people can find this video. If you find a different solution for the issue, feel free to post down below on this video so other people can see your post, your comment, and they can hopefully figure it out from your comment. So have a good day, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.